as polished as Freak. There are a lot of guys his size and a lot of players who are as skilled as he is, but it is rare to have it all in one play.
Now here's Lee. Good ball movement here by the Jayhawks. Oubre kicks to Duncan. There's the screen. Here's Lee outside. The shot is off. So Arizona will take it the other way.
And with Arizona, you know they are going to be competitive year in and year out. They do a great job of recruiting, and they always seem to field a team ready to make a deep run in the tournament. Just a very consistent program.
Now here's Lee after the miss from Stanley Johnson. Lee with another miss. Duncan against Lawson. Out to the wing. There's Hollis Jefferson. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. The key word with Arizona, Clark, is consistency. Always in the tournament and usually make it a few rounds.
Yeah, and typically there's a top seed is why they do that. Since '85, Arizona has only missed the tournament one time.
Arizona shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. Both teams will make substitutions. He makes 1 of 2 that time. And the Jayhawks with possession. Now here's Calderon. Here's Freak. From 6 feet out, he nails it.
Match up.
Here's Goodwin. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. He dishes it to Goodwin. Kicks it to Hollins. Pulls it from the elbow. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Arizona on D. They trail by 1. Pass to Terry. 17-foot shot on the way. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Goodwin with it. They set the pick. And Carter now, top of the key. The screen from Ewing. Carter kicks to Ewing. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
And here is Williams. Here's the dish to Daniels. Terry with a screen on Carter. Williams passes to Calderon. To the inside. There's Freak. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
Second free throw, no good. And here's Arizona now, trailing by 2. Taking a look at Arizona. Mitchell is out there with Williams. Then it's Johnson, and it's Lewis in at the 5. Now Lee. He feeds it to Freak. Stolen by Mitchell. And here we go with Lawson, running it right up the court. Johnson dishes to Lawson. Here's the screen. There's the feed to Lewis. Rebounded by the Jayhawks.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Lewis against Lee. Now here's Freak, guarded closer. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Duncan, he's checked in for Jenkins. And Arizona also making a switch. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. And he sinks the second. 1:44 left in the first half. Now here is Lawson. And there's the pass to Johnson. There's a good screen. Back to Lawson. And it's Duncan penetrating. Lee kicks to Duncan. Good ball movement here by the Jayhawks. And that'll be Kansas's ball as it goes out of bounds. The Jayhawks able to keep the ball here. Some changes for Kansas. Gaines is checked in, and it's Frazier in for Livingston. And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
Guys, you know, it's been a close one thus far. Both teams have had strong stretches, but neither team has really been able to take control of the game to this point.
And guys, this is kind of like a boxing match, a bit of a feeling out period thus far. The second half, we should see more things open up, and that should benefit star players like Freak, who will get more quality opportunities.
Livingston in at power forward. He's out there with Oubre, and it's Duncan in at the shooting guard position. Taking a look at Arizona. They've got Mitchell. Johnson is out there with Hollis Jefferson, and it's Lewis in at the 5 spot. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Some changes for Kansas. Calderon's checked in, and it's Williams in for Lee. And Arizona also making a switch. Ewing's checked in for Lewis. Here's Lawson. Pass to Mitchell. He kicks to Johnson. Feeds to Lawson. Dishes it to Mitchell. Rebounded by Livingston.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Calderon passes to Livingston. 11 feet away. And it falls over the rim and in. Freak's got 8 points. Arizona leading by 3. Lawson kicks to Johnson. Here's Hollis Jefferson. He has 5. Good on the shot. He's got 7.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Hollis Jefferson's gotten 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. Lawson against Williams. Out to the right wing. To the right side. Now here's Freak. Tight defense on him. And the shot is good. Freak's got 10.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
Goodwin with it. Outside Williams. Carter kicks to Goodwin. On the wing, Williams. Here's Ewing. Rebounded by the Jayhawks. And here is Jenkins. Now Daniels passes to Dedmon. Out of bounds, Arizona takes possession.
Well, I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
Now here's Goodwin. Carter outside. There's the pick. Goodwin kicks to Williams. Over to the left wing. Goodwin dishes to Williams. Shot clock at 5. Lewis passes to Goodwin. Here's Roberts. The putback cleans up the mess with the savage putback flush. Lewis has got the lead up to 5 now for Arizona.
Was there any doubt what he was going to do with that putback? Flush it down.
Oh, that's some energy we just witnessed right there.
And that's the kind of energy you have to display when you want to attack that offensive glass.
We've got Oubre, and it's Dedmon in at the center position.
That couldn't have gone better for him. Forget about playing it safe. They're looking to finish it off in style, and I like that type of aggressiveness.
And I got to say it, Clark, I didn't expect them to play it that way. I mean, a great steal, and then to put the pedal to the metal.
Now, here's Oubre. Taken away by Williams. Here's Roberts. Cannot hit. And Kansas the other way now. 1:51 left in the second half. And Jenkins kicks to Terry. Down low, Dedmon. A second chance effort. Tries it again. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Arizona.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that trims the lead to 6. Both teams deciding to change it up. And he makes both free throws.
And great work at the line there to chip away at the lead. A few more productive trips here, and things could really get interesting.
Lawson kicks to Lewis. To the paint. Here's Mitchell. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. Oubre's checked in for the Jayhawks. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line. No good. There's Freak. And the dunk to finish it off. That's beauty.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, Jay. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was
on the defensive end, I want some of you to crash the glass and get control of the ball. The rest of you, Leak out so we can get some easy transition points.
Arizona leading by 4. Lawson outside. Lewis kicks to Lawson. Back to Lewis. Lawson outside. Lewis left side. Baseline J on the way. And he overshot that one, missing.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Good ball movement here by the Jayhawks. And there's the 3-second violation. Here's Lawson. And an intentional foul right there.
That's his first personal foul.
41 seconds left to play here in the second half. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's his first personal foul.
40 seconds left in the second half of basketball. And so they foul intentionally.
One shot. Find the lane. Find the lane. One shot.
And he drops the first one, and he can gather himself now and try to make it 2 in a row. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
The free throws go down and the lead goes up.
Well, the clock has become their worst enemy.
Not a friend anymore. They've got to work quickly from here.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the single bonus, and they'll go to the line for a 1-and-1 opportunity.
Jermaine Mitchell taking 2 shots.
One shot. One shot.
And that one misses. The game has come down to this.
Ginormous possession here.
What intensity. It's good. And now they trail by just 4. And an intentional foul right there.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
Taking 2 shots.
One shot. Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
No time to spare. They need a bucket.
Without question. Then maybe a steal or a foul to get the clock stopped as well.
No good from Duncan. And they go to the intentional foul.
Troy Lee. That's his 3rd personal foul. Shooting for the Jayhawks. Jack Lawson. 2 shots.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
On the free throw, no good. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Lead. So Arizona wins it. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of college basketball here on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. It's the night we've all been waiting for. The college tournament finale is upon us. And for 2 teams, this marks the end of an incredible journey. And the energy is contagious here in the building. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers taking on the Kansas Jayhawks.
Kevin, this is the night where we are going to see some intense basketball. High energy, lay it all out on the line for college hoops. Everything these young players have worked towards their entire life comes down to this exact moment.
And you can bet, Clark, that each and every player here tonight feels the importance of this game like no other in their lives, really. A big key in coming through in a big game like this is how well you can compose yourself. How do you handle the pressure of the big stage? We'll find out soon enough which of these teams has the ability to harness all of that raw energy and focus on getting the job done.
Let's check out Wisconsin's starting lineup. We've got Kaminsky. Hill is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Decker, and it's Evans in at the 4 spot.
And with any championship game, you know that every player is going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
On defense, Wisconsin. Duncan with it. He's picked up by Hill. There's a screen. There's Freak. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Freak's got his second basket.
And not many people know this, but the Badgers do have one college title in their trophy case. Won the tournament back in 1941. A different time back then, but a title nevertheless.
Lee kicks to Duncan. Here's Gaines, and that comes off the assist by Duncan. And here's Hawkins. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Now, here is Hill. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Yeah, you've got to make sure your feet are set when you set those screens, or they're going to call that on you.
Well, I thought maybe he was set. I know that's a difficult call to make, but I think they might have missed that one.
And Wisconsin going with almost an entirely new group here. And so here's Kansas.
And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
Daniels dishes to Williams. There's the pick. Calderon kicks to Daniels.
Move the ball.
And the pass to Livingston. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Some changes for Kansas. Dedmon's checked in, and it's Jenkins in for Daniels. Walker's checked in for Wisconsin.
One shot, gentlemen. It's all you, Frank.
And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a 4-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal than high school.
Livingston, he's in at power forward, and it's Calderon in at the 3 slot. Jayhawks leading by 6, and Wisconsin looking at who they've got. They've got Fisher. He's out there with Hill, and it's Conley in at the 3 spot. Calderon kicks to Dedmon. The Badgers pull it in. In transition, here come the Badgers. Impressive shot there, making it on the move. Conley's got 5.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
1:56 left to play in the first half. And that one hits back iron.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And stolen by Williams. Pushing it up, and Freak throws it down.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside.
We're playing too much on the perimeter. Let's look to dump the ball inside.
He's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports, so it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
1:37 left in the first half. Hawkins with it. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Payton drives in. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
They set the pick. The inside, covered by Payton. No good from Lee.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
Hawkins kicks to Decker. The kick out to Walker. Hawkins passes to Decker. Unloads from 9. The shot misses. Nice D from Frazier. Jayhawks leading by 4. There's 38 seconds left here in the first half of basketball.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Now here's Payton. There's 21 seconds left here in the first half. Walker goes in. Rebounded by the Jayhawks.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Shot from 16. The shot is off. Hawkins can't get it to go. And so that brings the first half to a close. Jayhawks out front. They lead by 6. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the second half. Just one half of basketball left to determine this year's college basketball championship team. And the big game is just about ready to get going for our second half of play. What a championship atmosphere we've got here tonight. We are just one half of basketball away from seeing college basketball history being made.
You know what, guys? That was the start that Freak and his team wanted in the first half. I mean, they didn't run away with the game, but they're in a really good spot to capture the title.
These first 5 minutes in the second half are going to be huge. They know their opponent is going to come out strong and try to even things up. But if they can keep their cool, they'll be on their way, I think, to the title.
Livingston, he's in at the 4 spot. He's out there with Oubre, and it's Lee in at the 1.
And, guys, one big story that we have in this championship game is that a guy like Freak could boost his draft stock quite a bit. A win here could catapult him up the big boards of a lot of teams.
And, you know, while it's just one game, scouts will get a chance to see how he plays on the big stage. Knowing a player is at his best when the lights are brightest is a big plus in GM's books.
And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. Hill is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Kaminsky. Then it's Decker. And it's Evans in at the 4 spot. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And that one misses. Some changes for Kansas. Daniels, he's checked in for Duncan. And it's Williams in for Lee. And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both. Wisconsin trails by 8. Hill up top. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Pick up by Hill. There's a screen. Wade a screen on Williams. Hill drives in. Clock at 6. Here's Evans, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. This is his first free throw of the game.
Danny Evans at the line for 2.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Evans. Jayhawks leading by 6. Calderon kicks to Freak. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And the Jayhawks making a change here. Duncan's checked in. Here is Daniels. Livingston in at power forward. He's out there with Oubre. And it's Daniels in at the 2 spot. Wisconsin trails by 7. Here's Hawkins. From the right block, the shot is good.
Yeah, clutch basket, even with him being on the short end of the stick, size-wise.
Really, Greg, just shows you the toughness and determination this man had. Impressive.
And out of bounds as the Badgers gain possession.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
He kicks it to Evans. That drops.
And every once in a while, he'll show up and give you some great moves around the hoop.
Jayhawks leading by 3. Now Lee. And here's Daniels. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
.156 left here in the second half of the game. Evans outside. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
.146 left here in the second half. Hawkins takes a big high bounce and goes in.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
And, Greg, I think they will. I mean, they're close enough to taste it. So they're going to keep that pressure on and keep coming at it.
He dishes it to Evans. 124 left to play here in the second half, and that one's good.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
And, you know, it wasn't just about getting hot offensively. Defensively, they've been stellar as well. It's been a nice game for Freak. He's got 13 points and a pretty good rebounding performance from him also.
And Clark, he's been terrific in terms of his positioning and boxing out very well also, just battling hard on every possession.
Duncan, he's checked in for the Jayhawks. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
And that's how you do it. Free throws can make a huge difference in a tight game.
Evans left side. Pass to Hawkins. Out of bounds. Kansas will take possession.
Huge turnover there, and at a bad time, too. You have to value every possession.
Jayhawks leading by 3. Lee dishes to Freak. Now the feed to Gaines. Rebounded by Kaminsky.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
Evans attacking. And no good. Trying to use the glass. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Oubre kicks to Lee. They set the pick. To the inside. Here's Gaines. And the Jayhawks again can't hit.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
Miles Duncan at the line for 2.
One shot. One shot.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
If we can't get the ball in, we have another timeout. Use it if you need it.
From the arc, knocks down the 3.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter. Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Time expires, and we're going to overtime. And what a thrilling ride we're enjoying tonight, folks. Welcome back as we start the overtime period and what has become an epic championship battle between two outstanding college basketball teams. Who will be the team of destiny? We're going to find out soon. Fatigue and exhaustion may become more of a factor, but there's a lot of adrenaline keeping these talented young players going. And so in the game for the Jayhawks, we've got Oubre, and it's Lee in at the point. Here's Evans. Bank shot, no good. Guys, they're holding on to the slimmest of leads.
And they can't afford to let it get any slimmer than what it is now, guys.
Gains the pass to Oubre. Puts up the baby hook. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his third personal foul. Shooting for the Jayhawks, Oubre. Taking 2 shots.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And no problem there in the first free throw. 1-1 situation, so he'll get another. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big. 2-possession game now.
Terry against Evans.
That's a wall.
A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
There's a screen. Oubre kicks to Duncan. Good ball movement here by the Jayhawks. Here's Gaines. Connects.
Boy, what a pressure bucket that was.
Greg, now that's coming through in the clutch.
Hawkins kicks to Evans.
That's a wall.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Shooting two.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And both free throws good for Evans.
Been a good one for Evans. He has 12 points, and he's done his job at the charity stripe. He's gotten 4 of his points from there.
And that's a good place to get them. They don't come easier than that, but you've got to get yourself there first.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Lee. Passes it to Oubre. Just 5 on the clock. Good!
You just no let up, guys. They just keep coming at you.
Well, this lead is too big to overcome. I'm going out on the limb right now. There's just not enough time left on the clock to make up the ground they have to make up.
And so the Jayhawks take the win. And what an incredible feeling it is for a team who's had to fight every step of the way. Right now, guys, there is no better feeling for them as they are the last team standing in this terrific tournament.
Kevin, you said, I mean, all the hard work, the blood, sweat, and tears, now you see it paying off at this very moment.
There's been a ton of sacrifice along the way. I mean, from the kids and their parents and support staff. I mean, they've brought this school to the top of the college basketball world right now.
Well, it's been a blast to be with you guys and our great fans all tournament long. On behalf of the entire 2K Sports team and this crew in particular, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for joining us.
Hello?
Hey, Ma, it's me.
Hey, Frequency.
I got you on speakerphone.
Okay, your sister there?
Hey, Mama, I'm right here.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Yvette's here too, Mama.
Hi, Mama. How you doing? I'm fine.
Does she have to be here?
Yes. Mr. Pagnotti, the agent I was telling you about, he's in the room too.
How you doing, ma'am?
I'm good. Nice to meet you.
What a pleasure to finally meet the queen mother of this young, talented man, even if only by telephone.
That's sweet. Hang on, Frequency. Here comes your father.
All right.
Hey, sorry I'm late. Hope everyone's well.
How you doing,
Daddy.
Mr.
Hey,
P?
Bobs.
I'm doing good.
So let's get to it.
Yeah, let's do this. We all know why we're here. This meeting is strictly confidential, 100% off the record. Didn't happen. We weren't even here. Capiche? Capiche means understand in Italian. Capiche?
Capiche.
Freak insisted that I have his entire family here. And I think it's great that he has a good support system around him. I've been doing this a very long time, and I work with some of the best. Now, let me rephrase that. I work with the best, and the best always seem to have a great support system around them. A family, if you will, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So let's cut to the chase. Leaving college early now and entering this year's NBA draft is the right move right now. And when you sign with me, Dom Pagnotti, as your agent, I will make sure you are well taken care of. I will make sure you are protected. With this freaking and vibing, I love it, freaking and vibing. This freaking and vibing thing you do when you get hot, Freak, we're gonna make you more money off the court than you will on.
We already have endorsements and things like that in mind, so.
Cece, I said we because we're gonna do this together. We're a team. We're Team Freak. But Freak, you need to be in the league first, right? That's why I'm here.
No, yeah, I hear you, Mr. Pagnotti, but like I told you before, I already promised my parents 4 years of college. That's a plan, man.
That's right.
Plans change, Freak. Listen, in life and in basketball, you need to adapt and change to the situation at hand. Now, even if you have the greatest coach and they draw up the greatest play and all the X's and O's make perfect sense on paper, you still need to react to what the defense shows you and then make your move. This is the right move. This is the right move now. And 4 years of college is a great plan for basically anybody. But you're not just anybody. You are the greatest collegiate talent I have ever seen shoot, dribble, pass, and defend a basketball my entire time on this great planet Earth. Now, Miss Martha, Mr. Pete, I have seen so many of the greats jump right from high school to the pros. Freak, you've at least experienced college. You know what that is. You've been there. You've done that. I am offering you now a chance at the experience of a lifetime. Do you know how many people would love to be in those Jordans right now?
Yeah, Freak, I mean, what if you get hurt? You remember how you came down on your ankle in that game earlier this year?
Oh, yeah, but that was nothing.
Right, we know it was nothing, but next time it could be something.
I saw that. Good game. But bam! Just like that, and you could be flipping burgers. Well, maybe not flipping burgers. Maybe you're the manager or assistant manager at some burger joint. Maybe I do a favor and make a call, and you're a delivery boy at Sal's Famous Pizzeria. But the bottom line is you will be a long, long, long ways away from signing multi-million-dollar contracts with me, Dom Pagnotti, as your agent.
So it's all about the money, right?
When was it not all about the money?
Money isn't everything.
No, it isn't, sir, and no disrespect was meant. But, Freak, money is freedom. The freedom of choice, the freedom to live. Money is the difference between renting and owning, between being the waiter and being waited on. It's the difference between being the chauffeur or being chauffeured. Now, do you want to be a chauffeur? This here is a contract. This makes me your agent. Sign on the dotted line, and I will take you and your family to the promised land.
Like I said, Mr. Pagnotti, it's not all about the money.
Pete, let the man finish.
He made his point. He's finished. Aren't you finished?
I said my piece, but I know I'm right. You guys should talk.
Pete, what if Frequency does get hurt? Shouldn't he take this opportunity now?
What if the boy goes pro, gets hurt, and then doesn't have a college degree? Look how hard we work for him to get to where he is.
But college isn't for everybody. Pete, you didn't go.
That's why we work so hard for him.
Just saying. I mean, if he's ready to do this now as opposed to later, Pete, anything can happen.
You're right. Anything could happen. This is his future. This
You're
is
not
his life.
listening to me, Pete.
Not just a game.
All right, Mom, Pops. It's all right. Look, truth be told, I don't even know what I want to do right now.
I understand that.
Yeah, but I was talking to my boy Vic the other day.
Why?
And he was making a lot of sense. He thinks I should leave early, too.
You know what? I've kept quiet this whole time, and I also think that Freak should join the league. I think it's a great business decision, and I think that Mr. Pagnotti is absolutely right.
Thank you, Yvette.
You're welcome.
Now, Freak, I know for a fact that people have been talking about the company you keep, and you need to be careful. It could compromise what we're trying to do here.
What are you trying to say?
You know, your association with that guy Victor off the court, it could compromise your selection in a draft. As a matter of fact, I know it will. Do you realize the difference in dollars between being drafted first overall and 21st? You're talking tens of millions of dollars. You don't get it, do you? Cece, our first sneaker deal alone, you're talking a difference of a $50 to $100 million difference just by that. Number one, that's what we need. If I were not 1,000% convinced in my mind and in my heart that we could get you drafted first overall, I wouldn't be like this. This is the play. This is the move, Freak. You gotta listen to me.
I absolutely hear you, but who are they to tell me who I can't hang with my brother?
No, Freak, you need to listen to him. I've been telling you the same exact thing.
Mr. Dom, Frequency and Victor grew up together. They're best friends. We took the boy in and practically adopted him.
Martha, I told you that boy ain't nothing but trouble.
He's family.
Okay, but that's my boy, and he agrees with y'all.
It's not about agreeing with Vic. We're trying to prepare you for your future.
You know what? But it is his future.
This is none of your business.
Excuse
Don't
me?
even
Wait,
know
Freak,
why.
you still have a decision to make. Sign with me, yes or no.
It's none of your business.
Can I just interrupt
Your tone.
for 1 second? Everybody just settle down, please. Now, I appreciate you all taking the time in this heated discussion, but the truth of the matter is, there's only one person in the room that can make this decision. Now, son, you know how I feel.
Right.
Education is the most important thing in life, but this is your choice. It's not your mother's or your sister's or mine. It's not your girlfriend. It's not Mr. Pagnotti's. And it definitely ain't Victor's. This is your decision, son. So you tell us what you want to do.
I need 30 seconds, freak. Okay. I have 4 beautiful children, and I want each of them to go to college and graduate. But if you walked up to any one of those 4 children right now and said, I will give you a contract that's worth $100, $200, $300 million, I would say, bypass college. You can always go back. I want you to graduate. I want you to get your doctorate. I want to call you Dr. Freak, but you need to understand this. Now, you can go all over this beautiful country that we live in and go into any of the major universities. You will find people that are 30, 40, 50, 60, 80 years old, and you will find them graduating. But if you live to be 500 years old, you will never see ever somebody 40, 50, 60 years old being drafted from college into the NBA. We need to strike while the iron is hot. This is your life. We will get you drafted first overall. You will be up there with all the big names. I'm not talking first rounder. I'm talking first overall. Listen to me. This is what I do. I am the best at what I do. Nobody is better.
30 seconds plus.
Miss Martha, I am sorry. You just need to
Pagnotti,
understand.
would you please let my wife speak?
I apologize.
Frequency. Baby, what do you want to do?
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna have Cece go through this contract, front to back. I'm gonna think about it, sleep on it, pray on it, and I will call you in the morning.
All right. Listen, Mr. Pete, Miss Martha, it was a pleasure meeting the two of you over telephone, and I look forward to meeting you both in person. Remember, everybody, this meeting never took place. We weren't even here. Capiche?
Capiche.
Okay.
All right, Mom, Pops, I'm gonna call you guys later. I love you.
Love you,
Love you too, son. Bye.
Good evening and welcome to the NBA Draft. With the first pick in the NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Karl Anthony Towns from the University of Kentucky. With the second pick in the NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select D'Angelo Russell from The Ohio State University. With the third pick in the NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Jahlil Okafor from Duke University. With the fourth pick in the NBA Draft, the New York Knicks select Kristaps Porzingis from Latvia. With the fifth pick in the NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select Mario Hezonja from Dubrovnik, Croatia. With the sixth pick in the NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select Willie Cauley-Stein from the University of Kentucky. With the seventh pick in the NBA Draft, the Denver Nuggets select Emmanuel Mudiay from Dallas, Texas. With the eighth pick in the NBA Draft, the Detroit Pistons select Stanley Johnson from the University of Arizona. With the ninth pick in the NBA Draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Frank Kaminsky from the University of Wisconsin. With the 10th pick in the NBA draft, the Miami Heat select Justice Winslow from Duke University. With the 11th pick in the NBA draft, the Indiana Pacers select Miles Turner from the University of Texas. With the 12th pick in the NBA draft, the Utah Jazz select Trey Lyles. With the 13th pick in the NBA draft, the Phoenix Suns select John Livingston from the University of Kansas.
We met working at the post office together. Mark was the clerk and I was a carrier. And I asked her out to lunch one time and take her for a bagel around the corner from where we worked.
A bagel?
A bagel, yeah.
With cream cheese?
Cream cheese.
Split down the middle?
Split down the middle. Love at first sight.
Yeah?
I believe that it was true. It happened to me.
Let's do this, young man.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Frequency Vibration. Welcome aboard, young man. Welcome aboard.
Wow. Wow. This is bananas.
Take your time, baby.
Thanks, Mom. Okay, so I first want to thank everyone who made this possible. Mom, Dad, I couldn't have done this without you. I'd like to thank my lady Yvette. My dude, Vig.
Hey, yo, I got you, man. Hey, hold him in the building all day, yo.
Aye.
Yeah, I love you, man. I love you in town.
He's like my brother. Oh, gosh. And also, want to thank my sister, Cece, who was also my manager. Swish, love you.
I love you more.
And my agent, Mr. Don Pagnotti himself.
You're the man, baby.
I guess I will take some questions now. Yes, ma'am.
How did you get the nickname Freak?
A lot of people don't know this, but Freak is short for my very first nickname, Frequency Vibrations.
Yeah, true story. I like to introduce our mother so she could tell it.
Go ahead.
You know, Mama.
Tell her, Mama.
Come on.
Go get her, Mom.
Thank you, everyone. Frequency and Cece are fraternal twins. And so when I was pregnant, one of them kept kicking and jumping around all the time. So my husband, Pete, put headphones on my belly and played reggae music.
Hence the name Frequency Vibrations.
We shortened it to Freak.
How did you know who was kicking?
A mother knows. A mother always knows.
Are you ready for a photo op?
Yes. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the next NBA superstar, Frequency Vibration.
Go ahead, son.
Thank you all for coming. We will be available for one-on-ones in the back. Good job. Well done.
Congratulations, son.
All right. You all know why we're here and what we came to do this year. This is only the beginning of a very long season, but Game 1 means just as much as Game 82. Now, we have some new faces here that I really expect to make an impact for us this season. We've already seen flashes of what they can do for us, but I expect all of you to go out there and execute just like we did in camp. Ain't no more excuses. It's time to get serious. If we play our brand of basketball, there's no telling where this team can go. So get out there, get warm, and let's go win this game.
My first NBA game. Can't believe it's finally here. You work your entire life for something, and then when it's right in front of you, it's almost hard to believe. But I'm ready. And now it's time for me to show everybody I belong and do my best to represent Harlem.
Been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners, Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This Arizona crowd ready to roar in this Western Conference matchup for the Phoenix Suns. And, of course, this is the first they're seeing of Dallas. In a season ago, Clark, they won the matchup, winning 3 and losing just 1.
And they were able to take the season series in that matchup last year, but overall, two teams that were very similar in the standings.
Yeah, they were able to make the plays to come out on top, but it really could have gone either way, and you could say the same for tonight's game.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for Dallas, Parsons and Dirk are in at the forward spots. Matthews out there with Darren Williams, and it's Pachulia in at the center position. On defense, Phoenix. Williams with the ball. Outside Matthews. Shot clock at 6. High post shot. Hits the front of the rim and out.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Wes Matthews, a hard-nosed player on the wing. Strong frame, and he really does put it to good use at both ends.
Now here's Williams, following the miss by Eric Bledsoe. Nowitzki sets a screen for Williams. The dish to Nowitzki. Good. And the nice assist for Williams. Nowitzki's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Mavs. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Looked like he was channeling Bob Cousy right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble like that? Tell you what, guys, it was a bit of a mixed bag for Eric Bledsoe last season. Average career highs in rebounds and assists. Those were the good parts. But for some reason, the field goal and three-point percentages dropped 30-plus points.
And Bledsoe, no good on that one. And talking about Eric Bledsoe, he took on a lot more responsibility last season, Greg, especially after the trades in Phoenix. He became the main focal point of their offense.
And you know what? It was his first year of kind of being the man. Signed the big contract coming into the season, and now there's a responsibility that goes with being the go-to guy. Eric has the talent to shine, though, in that role.
Now here's Williams, following the miss by Eric Bledsoe. Pachulia dishes to Nowitzki, and the layup's good off the glass.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
And Tucker kicks to Bledsoe. Morris with a screen on Williams. And Bledsoe, here we go. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Bledsoe's got his second bucket.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Williams passes to Matthews. Back to Williams. Outside Matthews. "14 feet away. Can't get it to go. And Phoenix will come the other way. Bledsoe dishes to Tucker. Back to Bledsoe. Chandler is screen. And Booker kicks to Bledsoe. Chandler with the screen on Parsons. Bledsoe with it. Now guarded by Parsons. So they take the lead. Tucker's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, I like the way they're sharing the ball, and Bledsoe right in the middle, spreading it around.
They set the pick. Matthews, no one around him. Good, great play by Williams to set it up.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Almost, but it rolls out.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
Here's Bledsoe, 13 feet away. Jump shot is good that time. Bledsoe's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
Mavericks trail by 3. It's Williams with the drive. And Nowitzki wide open. He fires. And he's good on the 3-ball. Nowitzki's got 7 points.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Bledsoe kicks to Morris. Williams against Bledsoe. Cannot hit. Good D by Williams.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
And when you watch Wes Matthews, you see he's just a fantastic perimeter defender, Clark. He can match up well at either the 2 or the 3.
His combination, Kevin, of length and strength and lateral movement make him an outstanding defensive player.
2 shots.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
And for Matthews, you know, he knows that he's a strong defender. And so last year, his claim was that he was the best 2-way shooting guard in the NBA.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Listen, he has a chance to be considered the best 2-way player at his position, and not sure if he is the clear-cut winner of that debate, but he is in the conversation.
And again, it's the Suns missing.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Shot's good by Williams.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. Parsons got the ball.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Now here's Booker. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Chandler is screen. Bledsoe passes to Tucker. Shot to stop the run, and he gets it to go.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
And Matthews kicks to Williams. Back to Matthews. They set the screen. Parsons outside. Fires top of the key. Here's Williams. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Williams has got his second bucket of the night. Morris with a screen on Williams. Here's Bledsoe. Morris, left side. And Booker kicks to Bledsoe. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Dallas with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Outside Williams. Nowitzki outside. Tyson Chandler pulls it in.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And the double clutch layup in that situation, that's just him playing to the crowd, guys.
A chance now to go to Dorisburg, who had a chance to talk with Rick Carlisle.
He told me that they'll have their work cut out for them looking to score inside with the elite shot blocker and defender Tyson Chandler patrolling the paint. He said he was the Defensive Player of the Year for a reason. He's got length, mobility, toughness, and the want to. He brings effort and communication defensively, and you can't forget about him at the other end either. An improved shooter, and he can definitely finish. Kevin, a ton of respect for what Chandler brings to the table.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Here is Williams. Phoenix able to drain the three. This one for three. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Nowitzki. A platoon swap here for Phoenix. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Charlie Villanueva's checked in for Pachulia. Anderson comes in for Parsons. Harris is checked in for Wesley Matthews. And Barea subbed in for Williams. Phoenix has gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first.
You know, you look at Dallas, and that team didn't rely too much on the mid-range or the short game last season, but they could have. They shot 70% from 12 feet and in, excluding drives. That's pretty good.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Knight. That's short off the rim.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Barea kicks to Villanueva. On the wing, Harris. There's the feed to Villanueva. Rejected by Len. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Knight's running. Knight on the wing. Three-pointer. Again, the miss by Knight. For the Mavs, and that 70% shooting from 12 feet and in. A lot of dirt, high posts, and push shots from their guards will do that.
It isn't the most efficient shot by analytics, but there is a lot to be had in the mid-range. If teams only protect the three and the rim, you can feast on them with the little short push shots, and the Mavs did that last season.
Pass to Warren. Back to Knight. To the middle. Here's Len. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Dirk Nowitzki picks up that one.
That's his first personal.
What a season for Alex Len last year. Came in looking to find a spot for the team, and he made huge jumps in his game.
And I think it correlated with his minutes going up as well. I mean, played a lot more minutes, and he's a very complete big guy. With the added minutes, the production has gone up as expected.
That free throw, no good.
You know, you can expect young big men to improve over time, but I didn't think anyone expected Len to jump ahead so fast.
He hits the second from the line.
And a final remark, guys, on Len. I mean, his defense was the big benefactor. I mean, he was a force in the paint and developed into a really solid rim protector.
Now, here's Barea. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And it's Harris off the drive. Len with the block. Knight against Anderson. Knight dishes to Weems. Glenn a screen. Feeds it to Lure. Phoenix no good that time either.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Now here is Harris. Here's Nowitzki. Good, and Harris gets the assist. 11 points for Dirk Nowitzki.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
There's the pass to Len. It's rebounded by Dallas.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Harris passes to Nowitzki. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here's Knight. And he lays it straight in.
I love the advantage he has from a speed standpoint. Does a great job of creating separation for that shot.
Screen by Villanueva. Uncovered. And Dirk Nowitzki gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. And what a
Substitution on the court.
He's going to get to take the court in the NBA. I mean, his mind has to be racing like a million miles an hour.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I mean, there are all different kinds of pressure situations. This is about as nerve-wracking as it gets. But even so, I don't think it takes away from how much he enjoys it.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end.
Show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers.
Run some pick and roll up top.
Second, the Mavericks.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end.
Suns trail by 3. Kicks to Weems. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the first. Clock at 6. Here's the 3. Parsons with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 3. Pass to Anderson. Dishes it to Villanueva. Now here is Harris. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risks to see if they can cut that.
Well, earlier we sat down with Freak and asked him about play.
You know, I've thought about this moment my entire life. Now that it's finally here, the feeling's pretty crazy. But I know it's just the beginning. I got a lot of hard work ahead of me to get to where I want to go, to be the best player and the best teammate I can be. But this is an exciting first step, no doubt.
You know, Clark, you don't see that kind of perspective for most rookies, do you?
You really don't, Kevin. I mean, I really like his approach to the game. What remains to be seen, though, is will that translate to consistent production on the court?
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
I just don't know that you're going to see a better quarter defensively than what we saw in the first.
Really a big part of why they're on top here. The defense has been on point.
Livingston in at power forward. Brandon Knight is out there with Sonny Weems. Then it's Alex Len, and it's Warren in at the 3. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Knight into the lane, and he gets it to go. Here is Barea. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Parsons with a screen on Knight. Barea kicks to Parsons. The 10-footer can't hit, and Phoenix will come the other way. It's stolen by Barea. He dishes it to Villanueva. Passes to Barea. And Harris wide open. He shoots. It's hauled in by Warren. Suns trail by 5. He feeds it to Knight. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And I know he was pleased with his foul shooting last year. How about 87% from the line?
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
And sometimes it feels like Brandon Knight is the Rodney Dangerfield of the NBA. The poor guy just doesn't get much respect.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. Through the end of last season, he'd already been on 3 teams in 5 years. On one hand, it may be disrespectful, but teams recognize his ability, too.
The Suns making a switch here. Booker's checked in. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Well, let's take a look at last year's Dallas Mavericks and where they ranked in the NBA. 2nd in points off turnovers, 3rd in scoring, and they also showed up in the top 5 in fewest turnovers. When you squeeze the orange and take care of the basketball like they do, you put yourself in position to win.
And go back to points off those turnovers. I mean, teams really get caught unprepared to deal with that blitzing style, that trapping, diving in the passing lanes, and then running it down your throat in transition.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
There's a reason why they have 3 seconds in the lane, and that interior play has made a big difference in this game.
Len, a screen. It's Knight with the drive. It's rebounded by Dallas. Villanueva's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
And on the topic of Brandon Knight, you have to wonder why he's been traded around so much. I mean, it wasn't due to a slow start because he made the All-NBA rookie first team. He's smart, has a strong work ethic, proved himself to be a clutch shooter in college, the kind of guy you normally wouldn't think about dealing for someone else.
Harris against Knight. Harris dishes to Barea. Clock at 6. Anderson right side. A 3-ball. It's good. Great play set up by Barea. And now an 11-point Maverick lead.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Phoenix making some changes. Tyson Chandler is checked in for Alex Len. John Lure comes in for Livingston. And it's P.J. Tucker in for Warren. And then for Dallas, Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Villanueva. Matthews comes in for Anderson. And Darren Williams is subbed in for Harris. Knight into the lane. He kicks to Chandler. Booker in the corner. Left side, Knight. Can they get it? And he gets the bucket. Knight's got 5 points now this quarter. Mavericks leading by 9. And here's Barea. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Williams attacking. It's picked off. Outside Knight. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. No basket, missed number 5 out of his 8 shots.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebounding.
You know what? That rebound has always been a critical element of the game, and that's why they are now understanding how to win.
Here's the 3. That's in, and the Dallas lead is cut down to just 6 points and the bucket from Booker.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Nowitzki left side. 6 on the shot clock. 3 from Matthews. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
That shot wide open. Now it's just a 3-point Dallas lead.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
What a year for the Suns in terms of transactions. Started the season with Dragic and Thomas on the roster and moved them both, Clark, at the deadline.
And, you know, most folks saw the Dragic trade coming after his disagreements with the team. The Thomas trade was a bit of a surprise, though.
Move the ball.
It's Knight with the drive, and Dirk Nowitzki gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
That's the risky run by staying out there as he picks up his 3rd.
The Suns making a switch here. Bledsoe's checked in, and Dallas with a change here, too. Parsons is checked in. They set the pick. Chandler a screen. And Bledsoe, here we go. Can't get it to go. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Williams in the post. He's guarded by Booker. That's good.
Darren Williams.
Suns trail by 5. Now Bledsoe. He's got 6. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And the thing about Eric Bledsoe, he's an absolutely terrific athlete. Insane athletic ability. His speed with the ball, especially Greg in the open court. Remarkable.
Yeah, and when he gets a full head of steam, look out. He goes beast mode, if you will, and on the basketball floor. He really, truly is like a running back in the open field.
The first free throw is good.
Talking about Bledsoe, one area where he has to improve his turnovers. He averaged over 3.5 turnovers a game. You can't be a championship point guard if you're not squeezing the orange.
Markieff Morris is checked in for Lure. And Eric Bledsoe drops them both.
And thinking a little bit more about Eric Bledsoe, yes, he could be more efficient, but his combination of points, assists, and rebounds per game is outstanding. If he focuses in and listens to his coaches, we could be talking about him in the upper echelon of point guard.
The Phoenix Suns weren't terrible at home by any means last year. They ended up over 500, but Greg, they weren't quite dominant enough at home to get in the playoffs.
That's a great point. I mean, they finished the year +3 in terms of wins at home. Not bad, but not good enough when you're talking about that Western Conference.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Free throw, good. Matthews.
You know, when you talk about the Suns, their play at home sums up their season. When you are just above average in the West, you won't be in the playoffs. You've got to be really good at home to make it in the West in the playoffs.
He hits both from the stripe.
And Phoenix had some turnover issues at home last year, but overall, and to drive this home, they just were okay here in this building, and that's not going to cut it.
Morris kicks to Booker. Goes right through for bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
I really like the fact that he's getting the touches he needs here after not scoring a single point in that first quarter.
Williams passes to Pachulia. Good. The nice assist for Williams. Williams has got 4 assists now tonight. Bledsoe dishes to Booker. On the wing, Chandler. Bledsoe outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Pachulia pulls it down. Pachulia's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Williams kicks to Parsons. The kick out to Williams. Teardrop shot. No luck. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Booker with it. He's got 8. Here's Morris. It's rebounded by Dallas. Pachulia's got 7 rebounds in the game. Bledsoe against Williams. The dish now to Matthews. With the floater. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And Zaza Pachulia, for my money, has been one of the toughest players in the league. He's got a boxer's mentality. Even his face looks a little bit like a boxer's. He doesn't have the quick twitch muscles of some guys, but his power and effort consistently stand out.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
Free throw, good. Matthews. Talking about Jaja's toughness, it's one of the reasons he has such a high rebounds per minute average over his career. And defending on the blocks, he's almost unmovable.
He really, you know what, Coach Kidd loves Jaja. Even started him over John Henson by the end of the season. I mean, he's always willing to trade body blows down low and certainly wins his fair share of those battles. And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And Greg,
for the Suns, Alex Lenz checked in for Chandler. Livingston comes in for Markieff Morris. And it's T.J. Warren in for P.J. Tucker.